Hello? Hi everyone! I'm back. Welcome to Nighttime Hours with Moon. If you are watching the VOD, hi, hello. I just streamed for a few hours on Twitch. And now we're doing a YouTube stream as well. Let me move my chat box so I can type in it properly. Welcome in, welcome in. We're gonna continue to do some free readings today. So if you want a free reading, feel free to ask your questions in the chat. Just post your question in the chat and I'll be picking through them randomly. I also have the option for you to donate on my KOFI if you want a guaranteed reading plus more cards. Otherwise, they are just chosen randomly. So that's how you can guarantee yourself a reading during stream. Yeah. Yeah. Let me alert my Discord again, because YouTube doesn't automatically do that. Why is my phone lagging? Hello? Okay, there we go. I told my people. Yeah, hi Dragon Wolfin! Hi Icy again. Hello everyone. Okay, hold on. I need to fix this. Hold on. Still adjusting my model and everything. But yeah, we'll get some readings going in a moment. So yeah, ask your questions in chat. Oh my gosh, sorry, my model's not moving. Ask your questions in the chat. I'll be picking them randomly. So it's possible you might not get chosen. Don't take it personally. I just choose them randomly, but I'm gonna try to get through as many people as I can today. You can also feel free to donate to my Ko-fi if you want a guaranteed reading during stream. You also get more cards, so it's more detailed. But yeah. Okay, let me sip some water and then I'll choose the first reading. But yeah, welcome in if you're from my Twitch, or if you're new here. Hi, hello. Okay. So yeah, feel free to put your questions in the chat now and anytime moving forward, guys. Oops, okay, sorry. There's a lot I have to make sure everything looks good. Do I sound good? Okay. So yeah, we can do, let's see, we can do Icy first. Icy says, I want to know if I should make an effort to talk and get to know my crush in a platonic way. Yeah, we can pull some cards for that, Icy. So here, let me make this official. We'll do at Icy. You'll be the first reading. I sound good? Okay. I know the audio is a little bit different for those of you coming in from Twitch. The audio is a little bit different because I'm using a different program. I still think I want to adjust it a bit, but yeah. Oh, also tap. I did want to advertise my Discord a bit more for the YouTube streams. However, I think after stream I'll go through and like delete the Discord so it's not just out there in the open, like the link to it. So I don't know if you saw, but I added that to the Google Doc tab. But yeah, let's get your timestamp. I see. Oh. Wait, I just saw what you just deleted. If you don't know, my mod, Kapini, and I have a Google Doc we share to run this whole thing. You have to make sure you're not muted again, though. Hi, Vegeta, Bulma. I will say I don't think I'm usually not comfortable doing health readings like that. So I'm sorry, I don't think I can do that's probably one of the few things I don't do is like health readings just because I'm not a doctor, you know. So I'm sorry. Okay, let's get your timestamp, I see. I have to get into like the YouTube flow because I was just doing a Twitch stream. So now I have to like get into the YouTube. Okay, I see. And your timestamp will be let's do 6 minutes 50 seconds. Okay, I see. You can rewatch your reading anytime on my YouTube channel with that timestamp. I'll put them in the comments below after stream. So yeah. Oh yeah, I want to write it down as well. Let me make sure I'm doing that. Okay. Let's see. Icy Virus XP 650, and then you asked, you want to know if you should make an effort to talk and get to know your crush in a platonic way. Let's see what the cards say. Let's see what Spirit says. Okay. I ask my spirit guides and Icy spirit guides, please help me receive these messages with clarity. Whatever Icy needs to know about the question, please and thank you. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why, but the moment I saw them, I immediately was drawn to them, and it's the second time I feel the crush is intense. Aww. Yeah, well, let's see. So I'm assuming you don't really know this person super well, then. I'm assuming they're more of like an acquaintance? Okay. So we have the Hierophant, the Two of Wands, and the Sun card. And these two are in reverse. The Sun and the Two of Wands are in reverse. Okay, so the Hierophant... Yeah, okay, this is a card about, like... So it's a spiritual card, right? So in that sense, it's like... I like what this deck says about the Hierophant and the High Priestess, how the main difference is the High Priestess, she works on things in a spiritual sense internally, whereas the Hierophant actually is doing things more in the physical world, is actually doing the ritual, is actually taking action. So initially right away, I do think this is, in simple terms, yes, I think if you want anything to grow, if you want this connection to grow in any way, yeah, talking and communication is one of the best ways to do that, you know? And it is funny because the Hierophant does, like, kind of talk about, like, worship sometimes. So maybe that's a sign of, like, I think do your best to approach this person, yeah, just as, like, another person, person to person, like you said, in a platonic way, without any ulterior motives. I mean, obviously, the attraction is there, right? Yeah, I just heard the word obsession. I think that's something to be aware of, you know? Make sure you are not putting this person in a predetermined box just because of how you feel, if that makes sense. That's another message I'm getting with this Hierophant. Yeah. Yeah, that is one of the things about the Hierophant, is they are taking action, they're putting in the work, the ritual to bring into the things that they want in their life. So I think, yeah, with this initial card, I think definitely, yeah, talk to them. I mean, what's the harm, you know, in talking, connecting with people? It doesn't always have to mean anything super deep. But I think, yeah, just keep in mind, make sure to come from it from an honest place. Also, sorry guys if I miss anything in chat. I'm gonna, whenever I read, I try to, like, focus on it a lot, so. Because I usually channel a lot. Now with the Two of Wands, hold on, sorry, I'm adjusting something. Okay. Yeah, so the Two of Wands, the Wands suit talks about taking action, putting energy into motion, especially since, like, the Ace of Wands comes before the Two of Wands, you know, the Ace is like the initial spark, and then Two of Wands is kind of those next steps. It also does talk about, like, duality, partnerships, balances, making a choice. So I just heard in my head, like, life is short. Yeah, I feel like maybe you're thinking too hard about it. You might be thinking too much about it. You might be too in your head about it. And so, like, no actual action is happening in the physical world when there needs to be, or like if you want things to progress really in any way, I think the best thing you can do is, yeah, just reach out, talk to them. I know it could be a little nerve-wracking sometimes, especially getting to know someone new, but that's how you know, connect with others, see if you are a good fit, even just as friends, you know? Because yeah, if it was upright, I would see it as like, oh, you're taking the next steps. But since it's reversed, I think there's, like, a hesitation and nervousness. And, like, again, I think it goes back to, like, that, like, putting this person on a pedestal, that, like, the word obsession coming to mind again. I think that will only grow the longer you wait to do anything about it. The longer you wait to actually talk and get to know them, the more you're just going to be sitting there thinking about them. Oh wow, that's crazy. The more you're going to sit there thinking about them rather than actually getting to know them. Now, with the Sun in reverse, I think it's kind of a similar thing of, like, any potential happiness you could have with this person, even just as a friend, nothing's gonna happen if you don't talk to them. So that's funny. I feel like this is, like, a short and sweet message of just, like, you know, your guides being like, hey, don't think about it too much. Just go for it. Any potential happiness, any good that could come from this, well, you can't receive or experience any of that until you get to know them and go for it. So yeah, I would say absolutely. There's no harm in it, really. I think it's wonderful to connect to people, especially because, yeah, life is short, you know? Why wait? Why wait? I think that's what I got for you, Icy. Okay, sorry, I haven't been paying attention to chat much. What did you say? I've spoken to them, I think 2 or 3 times since I've been burned before. I want to get to know them before thinking of being in a relationship. Yeah, I think that's honestly, that is a good way to approach it. Like, if you have interest in them, like, I think getting to know them would help a lot. I'm so shy to talk to them. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I get that. But yeah, I mean, nothing, you'll never know, and nothing will happen unless you go for it. So yeah, I think that's what I got for you, Icy. I hope that resonated. You can rewatch anytime on my YouTube. Yeah. I know they're busy a lot, so I keep that in mind. Yeah. It's good to keep in mind, but again, like, don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Because that's when we're just stuck in our heads and nothing actually happens and we just put ourselves in more suffering than needs to be. I will be right back for just a second. I'm gonna go check on my doggos real quick. Sorry, I will do the next reading in just a minute. Just a minute. I will be RP for just a second. Sorry, sometimes I have to check on my dogs throughout stream, but I'll be back for the next reading in just a moment. Okay, he's good now. I'm back. Sorry about that. I am back. Hello everyone. Hi, Respawnable. Hi, Loyal. Hello. Yay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I am back. So yeah, if you want a free reading, just feel free to ask your questions in chat. I'll be picking someone else in a moment. I also have an option to donate to my Ko-fi if you want a guaranteed reading during the stream. You also get more cards, so it's a more detailed reading. That is optional. You know, I never expect you guys to donate or anything, but yeah. Especially since I choose people randomly from the chat, it's possible I might not get to you today. That's why I do have that donation option available for those who want it. But yeah, I try to get through as many freebies as I can. Tabini, what is this photo? No, that's great. It's great. Thank you for updating our very business Google Doc for the stream. Okay, anyways. Let's pick our next reading. Thank you so much for— yeah, of course, Icy, of course. Let's do— let's do Loyal 22. Are you still here? Are you still here? Let me know, let me know. I'll give them a moment to respond. Let me copy this again. It is really funny seeing you just lurking in the Google Doc tab. Yes I am. Yay! We can do you next. So you asked, will I hear any positive news in July? Yeah, we can pull some cards for that. See what positive news is coming in. Let me get your timestamp. Moving from Germany to America and I'm scared. Oh, I hope that goes well for you, Vegeta. I do. Hi, Fire Spawnable. Okay. Let me get your timestamp. Ooh, we got another angel number. Let's do 2255 for you. Loyal. Okay. So there's your timestamp. If you ever want to rewatch this reading, you can do so here on my YouTube channel. I will put that timestamp in the comments below when stream is over. And let me write it down on my card before I forget. Loyal. Mama 2255. That's an angel number. Double numbers. Let's go. Yeah, like I said, post your questions in the chat. It's okay if you repeat yourself next time I ask for a reading, or next time I'm doing the next reading. But I also have the option to donate on my Ko-fi as well, if you don't get picked. I try to get through as many as I can, but it is random, it is random. Okay, I asked to connect with my spirit guides and the spirit guides are loyal. Please help me receive these messages with clarity, whatever they need to hear. What positive news is coming in July? I like to think there's usually at least one positive thing we're all gonna experience, you know, the future. Oh, that is another thing. So, Loyal, since this is a reading technically about the future, please take what I say with a grain of salt. The future is always changing, energy is always changing. I could be right, I could be wrong. But yeah, just always take future readings with a grain of salt. You also have free will. It's possible you can change things if you don't like what you see here. But yeah, I do see those numbers and others every day. Yeah, me too. I see angel numbers every day, all the time. But yeah, let's see what we got for you, Loyal. What positive things are incoming? Your reading was so accurate to me that was able to end my relationship. Wait, really, Ah-chan? Oh my gosh. I hope you're doing okay. To be honest, okay, I do so many readings all the time, so I may not remember the exact details of yours, but I hope you're doing okay. I do remember doing a reading for you, I just don't remember the exact context. But I mean, yeah, you guys are welcome to come back and update me. I always think that's nice to hear updates from people. But I'm glad it was accurate. I hope it helped you. That's crazy, Ah-chan. Okay. So, what positive things do we have upcoming in July for you, Loyal? So we have the Hanged Man. We have the Three of Coins in reverse, and we have Fortitude or the Strength card. So the Hanged Man. Okay. So I don't know if like you are experiencing, I'm gonna kind of read both of these at the same time, like the Three of Coins and the Hanged Man. So Three of Coins energy, right? Upright, this talks about kind of working hard, investing in things like getting our hands dirty, like actually like being creative, being kind of a beginner at it as well, like kind of being in like the beginning stages of something sometimes. It's kind of like, imagine you're working on creating things and you're putting it out into the world, starting to get feedback, you're still a beginner. Also, please take this however it resonates. If something doesn't resonate with you, then that's okay, you can just ignore it. Apply it how it resonates with your life. But yeah, so I don't know if you're doing anything like maybe in your physical environment, because the coins talks about like earth energy, it's the physical realm, the 3D, right? But it being in reverse, so I don't know if maybe this could talk about your career or maybe a project you're working on, maybe just, I don't know, something, could be just your life in general. Things might kind of be a little slow physically. There might be a bit of struggle, right? Because the thing about the Hanged Man, you know, there's struggle here. He's trapped, kind of just dangling there. He's not going to be trapped forever, but usually this tells us that things might be a little slow, or we're kind of stuck in an undesirable situation. However, while, you know, there may be some struggle, which is never fun, I do think during this time, one of the positives is any struggle you may go through in July might open up a new perspective of you. Because that's the whole thing about the Hanged Man, and that's kind of the advice of it, is like, yes, you're kind of dangling upside down, but that also gives you the opportunity to view things from a new perspective. So I think that's one of the gifts, I guess, or the positives in July for you, is like, yeah, things might be slow, but I think there will be good that comes out of that. There might be some struggle, especially anything related to maybe work, projects, hobbies, physical environment, right? Money, maybe. The struggle isn't for nothing. There's still something there for you. There's still something, yeah, that this Hangman can offer you. And again, like, I said this earlier on my Twitch stream, because I was streaming on Twitch earlier, that it's kind of like these branches holding this Hanged Man will eventually fall and break, so just know that you're not going to be stuck forever. I think being stuck wherever you may be in July is for a reason. It's to offer you new perspective, and that doesn't mean that there isn't anything good that can't come from that. It just might require a mindset change or just a different view of things. Maybe it's unexpected. Like, it could be, this is not another small specific thing. Could be maybe unexpected, like, money related stuff, maybe unexpected bills or things you have to pay. But I still think even in something like that, like, there's something there for you. It's not just, there isn't just negatives, there's also positives as well. Obviously, I don't think I could tell you super specifically what that could be, other than a perspective change. Good will come from this, I think. Hopefully a job interview, ready to leave the current one. You know, I did a reading for someone in a similar situation. I was working on a project, took break, but not for long. Okay, that's good. Yeah, so you might it's kind of just more like, this is the vibes of like experiencing a bump in the road. So like you said, maybe searching for a job, maybe it's like a bit slow in July, or maybe not going as well as you hope, but that doesn't mean that there isn't things working in your favor. Just because you can't always see directly with your eyes, like, the opportunities and good things happening around you, doesn't mean they don't exist. And again, it might just require you to kind of approach things from a new perspective. And then we also have the Strength card, which this is my favorite card of the entire deck. This is my card. I love this card. The Strength card. I love this card so much. Yeah, this card talks about, quite literally, strength. Having the strength, having the courage to do things, especially, I interpret this card as doing things, especially like going against what other people may be telling you, or the limitations that other people may be putting on you. Maybe you said like you're wanting a new job. You know, maybe there's certain people or certain things that like might be kind of going against you, and it's like you have to, it's kind of being, it's having the courage and strength to move forward, even when the people around you, the environment around you, even when all of that is telling you, or like going against you, or telling you that it's wrong or that you're doing wrong. It's having the strength and courage to continue to move forward, knowing I guess almost that I'm getting like that you can prove them wrong, or that you can find success. Yeah, and I want to read. Oh yeah, that's another thing about this imagery that I remember. So she's holding this lotus flowers, and lotuses, the thing about them, the beautiful thing about them, is they grow from muddy water, I believe. I think it says it better in the guidebook, but it's like they grow from really harsh conditions, and yet it's this beautiful flower. So just know that the struggle you go through, I think some of it may be necessary for you to grow into the person you're meant to be, and for you to be on the path that you're meant to be. It's kind of like, I'm hearing like the butterfly effect. Like sometimes we have to go through these difficult things because it leads us down the path of success. In the moment, it might be like, hard because we're just like, ugh. You know, we're just like, why are we going through these hard things? I don't understand. But we realize later, oh, I needed to go through this hard thing because it led me to the good things, you know? So it's like, it's another thing about like trusting that you're leading yourself down the right path, even if it seems very uncertain, and especially trusting yourself. Trust yourself and what your heart is saying to you. Lotuses grow from muddy flowers, you know? And they're beautiful, and they grow through harsh conditions, so you're like this lotus, and you have the strength and power to get through anything. Yeah, Like, I always say that, actually, like, any challenge we are given, we are able to get through it. We are never given a challenge unless we are able to get through it. So, you got this, okay? Remember how strong you are and to listen to yourself, especially if there's others around you who may be saying things that don't make you feel good, you know? You know yourself best, and you also don't need those people's permission to live and lead yourself to a happy place in life. Right, I do what I feel is best for me, not listening to others. Yeah, continue that energy. You have a lotus tatted on you? Wait, that's awesome. That's probably... Yeah, that's probably why they brought this up as well. That's awesome. Yeah, well, I think that's what I got for you, Loyal. I hope that resonated. I mean, I know it's a future reading. But yeah, I hope this resonated. I hope you liked that. And if you ever want to rewatch this reading, you can do so on my YouTube with the timestamp I gave you earlier. I'll be posting it in the comments below later. Let me sip some water. Yeah. Oh, the four reverse cards of my ex was... Okay, I'm remembering a bit now, Aw-chan. I'm so sorry. I know that's not easy, but I'm glad my reading resonated for you and helped you kind of move forward. But yeah, we are doing free readings, so if you guys want a reading, ask your questions in the chat. I'll be picking the next person in a moment. So yeah, ask your questions in the chat. If you've already asked, feel free to put your question in again. Yeah, I choose the free readings randomly from the chat. So it's possible I might not get to you. I do my best to get through as many readings as I can, as many freebies as I can, but I do also have the option for you to donate on my Ko-fi. If you want a guaranteed reading, you also get more cards, so it's a more detailed reading. But yeah, I never expect you guys to donate. It's only if you want and are able to, but that's how you get yourself a guaranteed spot in line, and it's a more detailed reading. But yeah, I try to get through as many freebies as I can. So yeah, put your questions in chat. British say water. Water. Bottle of water. Water. Or no, yeah, I guess it's water. I guess there's different accents. Okay, sorry, I just want to drink some more water real quick, and then we'll pick the next person, so put your questions in the chat. Okay. We are gonna do... And yeah, you're welcome, Loyal. You're welcome for the reading. Thanks for trusting me with it. We are gonna do... Yeah, Cuisini. Is that how you say your name? Cuisini? Wait, that's kind of fun. Cuisini, you said I was wondering if I'm on the right path in my love life. Yeah, we could pull some cards for you. Let me copy this and get your timestamp, Cuisini. Okay, let's see. What's your timestamp gonna be? Ooh, we can do another angel number 40. 44. Okay, so yeah, your timestamp is 4040. 40 minutes and 44 seconds. Kazini. Yeah, you can rewatch your reading anytime here on my YouTube channel. I'll put the timestamps in the comments below and stream is over. And let me write that down so I can remember to do that. Kazini. It does rhyme with that, huh? 40, 44. Okay. If you are on the right path in your life. Okay. I asked my spirit guides of me what. Please help me answer these questions with clarity. Thank you. Okay. Oh, also, before I forget, I do want to mention this. Tapini. Dude, he keeps putting just, like, random, like, photos in the Google Doc we use for the stream. Wait. Is that the vibe right now, Tapini? It's a cat. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. If you guys want, you are welcome to join my Discord server. Yeah, you guys are welcome to join my Discord server. That's where most of my community is. If you want to hang out with the community, and also it's the best place to get updates from me when I am not streaming. And yeah, it's a nice time in there. But yeah, let's see. Are you on the right path in your love life? What do we need to know about, you know, are they on the right path with their love life? Sip some more water. Yes, Tap. The answer is yes to that. I should be able to mess with it and everything later, so no worries, no worries. Oh my gosh, my voice. I did stream for like 3 hours before this on Twitch, so. Okay. Cuisini. I just love saying your name. Are you on the right path in your love life? We have the Magician in reverse. I believe this is the Six of Cups in reverse. And the Moon in reverse. Okay. So, the Magician, this is the energy of, like, channeling that, like, mystical, manifesting, bringing all the good energy into our life. Like, you know, this is about creating the life that we want. Quite literally, like, conjuring it up. Being mystical, magical, right? So I'm seeing this as, like, I think it's less about you being on the right path, and it's more about like, I think a lot of this is about like the way you view yourself. Oh, and by the way, please take whatever resonates and leave what doesn't. If something doesn't resonate, then you can just ignore it. I'ma just yap and channel messages, and it's okay if some things don't resonate. But yeah, so I think you need to have more hope for yourself. And maybe, I guess just maybe more belief. Like, I don't know if you maybe struggle with like imagining someone loving you. Like, I think there's a difference between like wanting that and like having a lot of doubt and insecurity and like I guess maybe just low self-esteem. I don't know, like, because it's in reverse. I feel like there needs to be more of like a light-hearted, like whimsy energy when it comes to your love life. But I feel like maybe you're just not sure if things are possible for you. I don't know if you've struggled a lot in past relationships. If there's just maybe you think a lot about like your insecurities or whatever. Like, I think this magician's telling us that there's just like a need for some whimsy with your love life, like actually like approaching it from not from a place of lack, not from a place of I need a partner, I'm so sad and lonely, and like it's okay if you feel that way, but it's just more so like I think, yeah, the way you view yourself, maybe the way you talk about yourself in your head. I don't know if you maybe like, because I know some people will go around kind of being like, and I don't know if you're this person, it's okay if you're not, but like some people kind of go around and are just like, oh, I'm hopeless, I'm never gonna be in a relationship, it's hopeless. If you do anything like that, that's just not helping. You know? Have a little more faith in yourself. Because the truth is, I believe everyone has a person, has their person, their people. I believe we're not here just to be lonely, sad, suffering creatures. We're here to love as well. Yeah, with the Six of Cups in reverse, this is like thinking and reflecting about the past. Feeling nostalgic for the way things used to be. I don't know if you're older or how old you are. You never have to tell me anything you don't want to tell me. But I don't know if there's just like maybe it could be like your past relationships, or maybe you when you were more youthful. It's just kind of reflecting on the past, right? I don't know if like maybe you've like experienced kind of like I don't know, maybe you've had relationships that ended and such, and like maybe there was like relationships that were really yeah, like I don't know, maybe you've had like relationships that were really good in the moment, but like, you know, things ended because stuff's complicated and such. And yeah, maybe with your love life, you're just thinking about it a lot rather than like actually doing anything. Because it's like, this is a mermaid, right? But the mermaid is not in the water. And water energy, you know, this is cups. So like water talks about our connections with others, our emotions, our feelings. And it's kind of like you're a mermaid that's out of the water. Like it kind of feels like maybe you're just kind of sitting there. Thinking a lot. Maybe reflecting a lot about the past. Or maybe it's also like a feeling of just like you don't even know where to really go with this, you know? Not entirely. I've never been on one, actually. Ah, okay. I see. I see. Yeah. Then this could be more so, if it's not about past relationships, then maybe it's more so like, yeah, okay, that makes sense too. The mermaid, just, you haven't entered the swimming pool yet. Like, imagine this is like your love life and like actually like experiencing it. You're kind of just sitting there on that rock. I feel like reading the guidebook for this one. Let me glance at it to see if there's anything that jumps out at me. Okay, yeah, you could just be thinking like a lot about it and focusing so much on it. That might be the problem, actually. Like, you might be worrying about so many things that maybe are just kind of out of your control and that like you don't need to be stressing yourself out about. That is one thing. Here is this page in case you want to pause it in the future. So the reversed. Ah. Okay, so my bad. I thought this was the Six of Cups. Dude, they look so similar, I swear. I get these ones confused because the imagery is so the same. Okay, so this one's actually the Four of Cups. That might be why it was a little off. Okay. This is the Four of Cups. That actually makes so much more sense. Okay, because if you look, this is what the Four of Cups looks like, right? And then the Six of Cups looks very similar. I just got them mixed up. It's literally like the same, very similar imagery. Okay. Gosh darn it. Just when I think I'm starting to understand the Roman numerals, I messed them up. Okay. That actually makes a lot more sense. Hold on, let me sip some more water. So yeah. Four of Cups energy is about being stagnant, kind of just sitting there. It's more so like, yeah, just being stagnant, not really sitting there, we're not really making any moves. Like, maybe opportunities are being presented to you, but you're not taking them because you're so focused on other things. Because like in the traditional Four of Cups imagery, it's like this person sitting there and spirit is giving them this cup or showing them this cup, but they just keep staring down at the other three cups. So, yeah, that could represent a few different things. I mean, kind of what I was saying, like, maybe you're just focusing a lot on, like, things that maybe don't matter too much, or, like, maybe even the fact that, like, you're wondering if you're doing anything right or wrong. Maybe even just, like, thinking about it too much, could be, I guess, like, slowing you down or hindering you, I guess? Yeah, it just kind of feels like you're just kind of, it's just this dissatisfied energy of like, and maybe you, I don't know, like maybe there's some impatience or just like, you're just like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, where I'm supposed to go from here, you know? Because yeah. Always those two cards, man. Okay, it says, there is urgent restlessness and dissatisfaction. You want to escape and start over. Everything you have built has turned out not quite right, but you keep missing opportunities to try again. You may need to take time away for personal reflection, but be careful not to dwell too long. Take what you've learned through introspection and try to apply it practically. Otherwise, all that introspection may simply be a means of procrastinating. That's the key thing, that last part. Take what you've learned through your introspection, So they're really telling you to get out of your head about it, you know, and actually do things, because it's just like, otherwise, all of that thinking, it's just, you're just kind of procrastinating. So I'm also seeing this. I don't know like how spiritual you are, and it's okay. You don't have to believe what I believe or follow exactly what I believe, but this is kind of what they're saying to me. Like, I'm almost seeing like you could be making your energy small, and you could just be viewing yourself and feeling small when it comes to your love life. But I think being more open and allowing yourself to be, I guess, seen and to be open, like in an energetic way, I think might help you a lot. That's another thing I was seeing. Like, they literally show me, it's like your aura's small. It's like you're feeling small and viewing yourself as small, when really, like, you don't have to make yourself so small. Like, it's okay. It also, it might also come from like a fear and like nervousness, and that's okay too. But yeah, you have to be open, I guess, open to that. And then we have the moon in reverse. So the moon talks about things that are hidden being revealed. Sometimes talks about like a hidden blessing coming your way. But yeah, the moon energy is very much like imagine the darkness, and it's like the moonlight shines light upon the darkness, upon something specific even. Oh, that's funny. I was like just saying that. I think you're not allowing yourself to be seen. And I don't know if that's like very literal. Like, I don't know, maybe if you want to like meet the right person, like maybe push yourself to go out more, to connect with community and stuff more, if you're not already doing that. Yeah, there's just something about you kind of just like, it's like you're hiding. That's what this feels like. And it's time to let yourself be seen, even if it's just by the moonlight. I hope this is resonating. This feels kind of like abstract advice, so like... I just heard in my head it's time. So are you on the right path in your love life? I think it's less about are you on the right path, and it's more about, will you let yourself be seen? Will you let yourself be ready? Oh, and another big thing about like our love lives is like a lot of times the love we need and want will find us when we start to love and take care of ourselves as well. So that's one thing you can do, and that's something I recommend to a lot of people, is like, you know, while we're trying to figure out our love life and searching for a person, it's also good to remember to be on that journey of self-love and learn to give that love to ourselves as well, because that's very important, whether you're in a relationship or not. But yeah, I think it's more so, I think you need to allow yourself to be seen, be more positive, be more open about it. And there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing to fix about you. I think the only thing you could work on is really, it's something that a lot of us are working on, which is just, yeah, loving and taking care of ourselves. So I don't think you're doing anything wrong. I think you just need to put yourself out there. Open up your energy. Be open. Put yourself in situations where maybe you can meet a person, you know, if that's what you want. I don't know what your life looks like or how sociable you like to be. I mean, I very much am at home all the time, you know, when I can be, so I get it. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing. It's like, are you on the right path? It's like, it's less about right and wrong and more about, yeah, just let yourself be seen. I think you're fine. There's nothing wrong with you. And I think that's something maybe you also could accept about yourself if you're having like self-esteem issues, is like, there's nothing wrong with you. there are already many things to love about you. You know, you just have to find the right person at the right time who can see that inside of you. But it's also good to see that about yourself as well. You know, when we see the good things about ourselves, others can too. You know? It attracts good energy. So, yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna leave it, Cuisini. I hope that resonated. I know that was kind of abstract, so I hope that kind of helped with your... I hope that helped and resonated with you, and if you ever want to rewatch it, you can do so on my YouTube channel. Thank you, you helped so much. Also, your character looks amazing. Aw, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Yay! You're very accurate, trust. Okay, good. Good, good, good. Yeah, I've been reading tarot for about over 6 years now. And something I'm still trying to work on is like being sure of myself with the way I speak. It's like I receive the messages, but it's like I'm still, you know, I try to be kind and thoughtful and also like considerate. But also I think I'm still working on like speaking confidently. Does that make sense? Even though I've been doing this for 6 years. But yeah, I would say my accuracy rate is like 80 to 90. Maybe more, honestly, but yeah. But yeah, welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Hi Fractured Psyche. Hi Blurred Face. Yeah, ask your questions in the chat, guys. I'll be picking the next reading in a moment. So if you haven't already, put your question in chat, or feel free to put it in chat again. I'll be picking the next person. Yeah, I'm just choosing them randomly from the chat as I see them, as people are still here and active. I try to do as many freebies as I can. Possible I might not get to you, so I do have the option to donate to my KOFI as well if you want to guarantee yourself a reading, and get more cards. That's how you get a guaranteed spot today, is by donating to my KOFI, and you get more cards. Otherwise, it's just kind of random. It's up to chance. I do my best to get through people. As many as I can. Yeah. Ask your questions. Ask your questions. Okay, and we can do you next, Fire Spawnable. So I will say, like, I will say I can pull cards for that question. I just, like, it's a very, like, yes or no question. So I guess we can see kind of what comes up with that, but it is kind of a yes or no question, and like, I don't know, at least for myself, I sometimes struggle with yes or no's with tarot. But I guess that's also because sometimes when reading for myself, it's kind of hard with having that bias and stuff, you know, but yeah, it's just a yes or no. Yeah, it's just, I guess I could look at it. I think what I find hard about it is, like, sometimes I tell my deck, I'm like, oh, if it's upright, it's a yes. If it's reversed, it's no. But then sometimes, depending on the card, it's like, the meaning, I'm like, it confuses me. It confuses me. But yeah, you know what? We can try it. We can try it. I'm just letting you know, like, I usually don't like to do yes or no questions just with tarot. But we can see, you know, maybe I will get a straightforward answer. I'm just letting you know that in advance, though, you know. And hello everyone, welcome in if you're new. I'm picking free readings from the chat, so you can put your questions in the chat. We are gonna do Fire Spawnable next. But yeah, I try to do as many freebies as I can from the chat. However, it is chosen randomly, so it's possible I might not get to you. So, I do have the option for you to donate to my Ko-fi if you want a guaranteed reading and more cards. It's a more detailed reading, but that's how you get yourself a guaranteed spot, is by donating to my Ko-fi. Otherwise, it's up to chance. Ugh, okay, let's get your timestamp. Tapini, why are you putting Morse code in the Google Doc? Are you... Tapini, what does it mean? I don't know how to read that. No. Okay, let's get your timestamp. Fire spawnable. Okay. Wow, it's already been an hour on here. That means I've been streaming for 4 hours today, because I streamed for 3 hours on my Twitch earlier. You know what? I bet you that Morse code Tapini put in the Google Doc just is telling me to give him food. How much you wanna bet? Yep. 36. Okay. So, Fire Spawnable, your timestamp is 1 hour, 7 minutes, and 36 seconds. So, if you ever want to rewatch a reading, you can do so over on my YouTube channel, which we're on right now. I will put the timestamp in the comments below later. No, I was right, wasn't I? I was right. No, you have to tell me what that meant later. Okay, Fire Spawnable. $107. Okay. Okay. Did Sam read what I wrote online today in my caption? I asked my script guys, and there's my guides. Please help me receive this message with clarity. We'll pull one card just for now. Okay. We're gonna do it how I usually try to do it, which is upright if yes, reverse if no. And we might pull 2 more, depending on... We'll see. We'll just kind of go off the vibes. I was pretty much spot on. I knew it. Went to pizza. I had pizza the other day. It was really good. I kind of want it again, but I think I'm gonna be eating chicken today. Chicken. Okay. Upright if yes. Did Sam read the caption? Okay, it's reversed, so we're initially gonna take this as a no. This is the... Oh yeah, this is the 5 of coins. Simple answer, no. It's reversed. It's a 5 of coins. 5 of coins. Or pentacles. All the 5s in tarot, they kind of talk about like conflict, change, challenges, especially with like our environment, right? because that's what the pentacles are. It's earth energy. It talks about our physical environment, the 3D, especially since this is something about like yeah, you're asking if like physically if things happened. I am getting a message about this mirror about like a message they might have for you, Fire Spawnable. I know you just asked for like yes or no, but like I still wanted to get like some messages to you for you. This shattered mirror is making me think of like being online, social media, like your phone or something, right? And the fact that it's shattered and cracked, I don't know, it just makes me think like maybe just a reminder like sometimes focusing too much, especially on social media with something like that. And by the way, you don't have to listen to me. I know like, you know, I don't want to be here to be judgmental or tell you what to do, but like it's just more so like, yeah, I guess it's just a gentle reminder of like, you know, sometimes it's good to take a step back and like not always take certain things like that so personal, or like also just being so focused on like what people are viewing on social media and like what's happening with that, because that can cause some extra stress and anxiety, or just, yeah, I guess just conflict, as we've said with the 5 of coins, that maybe that is not needed, you know? So I don't know, just a little message there of that, like, maybe it's good to sometimes step away from that. If it is bothering you, like, yeah. That's one reason I really only am on social media for, like, tarot stuff, for the most part. Especially, like, I don't look at Instagram anymore. I don't use Instagram anymore. Or anything like that. Not even Snap. Tapini. I saw that. I saw that in the Google Doc. Dude. Okay, anyways, sorry. Oh my gosh, my brain. Anyways, I hated how it would make me feel. So that's why I don't like look at certain social media anymore. But anyways, yeah, I think that was just a gentle reminder of like, hey, you know, remember not to focus too much on that stuff. It can really mess with our heads sometimes, so yeah. I hope that answered your question and gave you a little bit of insight. That was a quick one. So yeah. Hi, PJ! It's good to see you here again. How are you? I hope you're doing good. I'm doing pretty good. I am a little tired now. I've been streaming for technically 4 hours because I did a Twitch stream before I hopped on YouTube. So I know it says I've only been streaming for an hour, but I did stream for 3 hours on Twitch earlier. But yeah, I wanted to do like a double day where I streamed on both Twitch and YouTube, so yeah. We are gonna pick the next free reading in a minute. I actually am gonna go get some more water though. But yeah, feel free to put your questions in chat. Feel free to post them again. That lets me know you're still active. But yeah, put your questions in the chat if you want a freebie. I choose the free readings randomly from chat. I try to do as many as I can. But it's possible I might not. Tafini, I swear to God, I can't look at this fucking Google Doc. I'm trying to. Dude, he keeps putting images of animals and stuff in the Google Doc that I can't. Okay, I have to scroll down. Okay. Oh my gosh. If you want to guarantee yourself a reading during stream and get more cards, you're welcome to donate to my Ko-fi. It's optional. I never expect you guys to donate, but that is how you get a guaranteed spot today, is by donating to my Ko-fi, and you get more cards from it. But yeah, I try to do as many freebies as I can. But yeah, put your questions in the chat. I will be right back. I need to get some more water. But I will see you guys in a couple minutes, and we'll do the next reading soon. So fear not, I will be back very soon. I just need to get some more water and stuff. Okay, I'll stop. No, it did bring me some joy. It did bring me some joy to beating. It was really funny. 4 hours is really long. Yeah, it's been about 4 hours 16 minutes now. But I love what I do. I love doing tarot for you guys. So okay, I will be right back. Put your questions in the chat. Put your questions in the chat. I will pick the next person when I'm back. Yay! I'm back. Hi. Sorry. Dealing with some stuff. Doggos barking, things happening in the home. But I'm back. Sorry, that took a minute. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for the donation. Okay. Sorry, let me get my Ko-fi back up. I realized I had that shut. Hey. Yeah, sorry. Usually I try not to take that long. But had to deal with my doggos and stuff. But thank you for being patient. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Let's see, what did you say, PJ? Oh, okay, you didn't add anything. Okay. Yeah, just for future reference, if you guys donate, it's really helpful if you put your question in the donation message. Oh my gosh, why can I not speak? The donation message. It's helpful if you guys put the question in the donation message when you donate. Especially helpful sometimes when I get a queue of donators. That way I have your question ready. In case it takes a minute to get to you. But yeah. So we switch between freebies and donation readings. So since PJ donated, we'll do your question, PJ, since I made you wait. I don't know how long ago you donated. But yeah, thank you again for the support. It means a lot to me. It really does. But yeah, we switch between freebies and donation readings, so we're gonna do the next donator, which is PJ, and then we will pick a free reading afterwards. Oh, and also, Nabre Archie? My pronouns are he, they. I am not a girl. I'm not female. I know. I'm very feminine, but my pronouns are he, they. I am not a girl. I am a demi-boy. It's true. But yeah, just for future reference, please use he, they pronouns for me. But yeah, okay. Rob, do you see anything moving forward between me and Richard in a romantic way? I don't know the future. Yeah! We can look into that. Forgive me if I don't completely remember. Oh yeah, I remember a little bit. I remember a little bit from what we did last time, but I do like so many readings all the time, so sorry if I forget anything, guys, but yeah, we can look into that for you. But yeah, next time, Prob, you can just put the question in the donation message. Cause yeah, sometimes like if I get a long queue of people who donated, it's helpful. So like, for example, if they have to leave, I still want to do their reading. So that's why it's helpful for you to put your question in the donation message, especially if there's like a queue of people or anything. But yeah. Let's get your timestamp. Rob or PJ, whichever you prefer. Yeah. Because otherwise, like, let's say I get a queue of people who donated and like I get to someone who's blank and they're not in chat anymore, I would just have to do a general reading for them, you know? If they didn't put anything in there and they weren't in chat anymore for whatever reason. Yeah, that's why I just try to tell people to put their question in the message. Just in case, because it's happened before. But yeah, let's get your timestamp. Sorry, I just gotta copy and do all my things. Okay, at PJ, and then what timestamp are we giving you? Ooh, we can give you an angel number, 133. Yay! Okay. So there's your timestamp. You can use that if you ever want to rewatch your reading here on my YouTube channel. I shall post the timestamps in the comments after stream's over. 133. Let me write it down. PJ. How many ones are those? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoa. It is getting kind of late. So we'll see how many more I can do. But I'll definitely do at least one more for your reading after this one. Because yeah, as I said, I streamed for 3 hours on Twitch before this. So I've been streaming like all day. Okay, so do you see anything moving forward between me and Richard in a romantic way? Yeah. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just thinking about like the spread I want to do. Okay, yeah, we'll pull a card for you. Possible challenges, advice, and actually, yeah, you know, I'll tell you as I go along. Is there anything moving forward between Rob and Richard in a romantic way? And yeah, Rob, I do want to mention, since this is technically a future reading, please take it with a grain of salt. The future is always changing, energy is always changing. I could be right, I could be wrong. So yeah, please take future readings with a grain of salt. Please, please, please. You have free will. Also, things can change. Things can absolutely change. It's not set in stone yet. Okay. Do we see things moving forward between Richard and Rob in a romantic way? Let's pull for Rob. That's representing... Oh, okay. Want to shuffle one more time. What's Rob's card? What's representing them moving forward with this connection? Okay, so this is you. And let's pull for Richard. In okay. Okay, let's pull a card for... Yeah, how likely is it that they will move forward in a romantic relationship? Oh, whoa, that card flew. You know, I think I want to put pull another card. How likely is it? I guess clarify the Queen of Cups for me, please, Spirit. Let's clarify. Okay, and then what is some advice for Prob right now with this connection? What's some advice for Prob? Wow, okay. Let's see. So... okay, I'll just have to move these up later. Representing you, Prob, we have the Eight of Swords. Or not eight. Yes, Eight of Swords? Yes, Eight of Swords. Wait. Yes, okay, sorry. I got confused for a second. So representing you with this connection and possibly moving forward. And again, please take anything I say with the future with a grain of salt. Future's always changing. It's not set in stone. But yeah, so we have the Eight of Swords. So Eight of Swords energy. This, you know, upright. I like to talk about both meanings sometimes just because it helps us translate it. But upright, this is talking about like being trapped mentally, especially putting ourselves in a position where we are trapped. Because this angel isn't really trapped. They are blinded. And at any point they can leave this cage they created for themselves. So it's like they're the one who put themselves in this stressful position, right? So yeah, this can talk about feeling trapped. You know, the swords is all about our thoughts, our mental space. Communication with others as well. So maybe right now you're not too certain if you want to express, like how much you want to express to Richard. Especially when it comes to feelings or anything. But in being in reverse, I see this as like, I think moving forward in this connection, you might feel, at some point in the future, you might feel like you can, like you'll be able to kind of, because like, okay, sorry, whoa, words, brain. How do I translate this? You might be thinking about this person a lot. They might be on your mind. That might be causing a lot of stress. And I think when this connection starts to grow, and now I'm not saying in a romantic sense, I'm just saying in general, for you, the growth in this connection happens when you kind of release anything that was really holding you back, any fears. I also heard politeness. I don't know if like you talk to Richard in more of a professional sense most of the time. Yeah, in the future, I do see you kind of like letting go of anything that might be holding you back right now in the moment. And it's interesting. Wow, it's interesting how we have 3 swords cards here. And now for Richard, we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. So the knights, they are the explorers, they are the ones who are taking actions, you know, they have evolved from the beginning stages of the pages and now moved on to the knights, right? And especially, as we've mentioned, swords, air energy, talks about communication, especially in the context of a relationship reading. That's so interesting. Whereas, like, you, I see, like, feeling comfortable to open up more. I see that Richard might, like, hold back a bit when it comes to the future in a relationship. Like, I'm not sure if I'm remembering, like, the last reading completely correctly, but... Oh, it's like holding back and being hesitant, like for the sake of the relationship itself. That's so interesting. Because it's like, if it was upright, right? Like, this is the Knight of Swords, this is someone who's going to be expressing a lot, especially with their words. Engaging a lot in conversation, reaching out. But this is the opposite of that energy. I don't know, I'm feeling some conflictedness with this, which is why he might be, like, holding back. So, like, I don't know if it goes in a romantic direction, or, like, because, like, I think you guys, like, are at a certain point right now where it's, like, certain lines haven't been crossed, but if this connection evolves and goes towards something that could become romantic, I think I see Richard kind of... Oh, it might be... You might be confused. Because it might be almost like hot and cold energy of like... Like, because currently, from what I remember, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Prob, but like, currently it feels like, from what I remember, like, you know, there is like interest with him and like he's engaging with you a lot. Like, there's a lot of that motion happening. So I almost see like the opposite of that happening when things have the possibility of becoming more serious. It's like I see him pulling back. Whereas like you, that's yeah, I feel like you guys have like very different reactions to any sort of development in this connection. It feels confusing, I'm not gonna lie. And I think, okay, so here's what I think they want to say is like, it's possible you guys could, it might evolve into like some weird situationship where like neither of you have exactly admitted, or you guys haven't had an actual conversation of like what your guys' actual relationship is, but it feels like something more is happening here. This is a possible direction it could go. And I think that's why we have a lot of swords here and a lot of confusion I'm feeling, because it's like you guys don't actually have that conversation of like being in a relationship or discussing romantic feelings, and yet the vibe of that is there. You know, it's like isn't that kind of like what a situationship is? Aren't situationships like where you guys are like not exclusive to each other, you haven't exactly said you're official, and maybe you've gone on dates, or maybe you just have been talking? It feels like this stage. That's what I'm seeing this could evolve into. So really, I'm just seeing like there's a lack of like certainty, mainly because you guys maybe have been too afraid to open up that conversation about it. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing it could evolve into like a situationship kind of thing, and you both are like not really talking about it, so maybe there's a need for you guys to actually talk about it, you know? Yeah, because it's like maybe anytime you get close to actually talking to him about it, he pulls back. He's like, whoa, wait. This isn't just our normal little conversation or dance with each other. It's like, oh, like actually going in depth, I think might scare Richard. And not to say that that's like absolute rejection or that like, yeah, I don't know. It's just more so like a hesitation. And yeah, will you guys end up in a romantic relationship? We have the Queen of Cups in reverse, and then we have the Five of Wands. And then the Queen of Swords is our advice. We have two queens reversed. I'm not gonna lie, Rob. I think it's always possible. You like, I don't want to rule out the possibility that it could, but what I'm seeing here is it's just like the vibe for like at the moment for like truly actually coming into like an actual relationship where you both have said out loud to each other. It's not looking too certain that that'll be the case as of right now. That could change, but it's just because we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. And the Queen of Cups, you know, the queens, they're water. They're nurturers. This is talking about like Queen of Cups energy is being open and honest and healing and nurturing and just feeling all the good feels, especially in the context of a relationship. But since it's in reverse, and we have it's clarified by the Five of Wands, like this is conflict in actions. I just heard conflict in interest. Yeah, I mean, you can even see this fairy is just looking very uncomfortable. You know, the Five of Wands talks about conflict, especially when it comes to the actual actions we are taking in our life. I feel like the feelings might be really messy. So okay, yeah, if I'm being honest, here's the vibe I'm getting, Prob. And we'll get into the advice card as well, but like, it kind of feels like you guys might start heading down, as of right now with this energy, you guys might start heading down a path of like, we're in a situationship, there's vibes, there's things happening, and that might cause some conflicting actions, conflicting feelings, conversations, like things that are just like don't feel that good, to be honest. And ultimately, like, it feels like a fire. That's it. Yeah, that's what this feels like. It feels like a fire or a flame that's like a bright flame that lasts for a moment and then flickers out. That's kind of what this feels like. It feels like it might be a situationship and then things kind of just maybe don't end too well or don't really have a proper conclusion even. Yeah. I don't really see it happening much with these two energies. And like I said, not to say that it can't happen at some point in like the further future or anything. But I don't know, just the vibes just feel very like there's just a lot of conflict and a lot of just messiness here. And I think a lot of the problems here are the communication aspect of it. And I think your advice, just overall, no matter what direction we get, or no matter what direction you go, your advice is the Queen of Swords. And again, we have two queens reversed, which is crazy. Whereas the Queen of Cups is more nurturing in an emotional sense. The Queen of Swords is honest. She communicates clearly her thoughts. She looks at the facts. And I think that's kind of the advice here is it's like, I think unless you get clear communication from him, unless he gives you that same effort back, lean more into your head than in your heart with this situation, because I think it'll help you avoid maybe anything that might bring you down, any bad feelings from this, you know? I think unless he's willing to be vulnerable and open with you, unless he does that, if he's not doing that, then I think, yeah, remain, yeah, just honest, open, especially logical, and being more, yeah, in your head than in your heart. Because, like, yeah. I'm sorry if this isn't really what you wanted to hear, or maybe you are feeling neutral about it, however you're feeling. But, like, yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you, is, like, right now, your advice, be more in your head than in your heart. You know, be aware. You know, this could just be a thing where you guys kind of had a little spark or something going, but it fizzles out. Yeah. I think yeah, I think that's what I got for you. And again, I don't want this to, like, you have free will, you can do whatever you want with this. You can move forward in whatever way. This is just the messages I got. And like I said, like, not just, you know, it's always a possibility. Things could move down the line. It's a different time, different energy, and maybe you guys have a romantic thing going on, but as of right now, it just kind of, it does feel unlikely. Just based on this current energy. But, yeah, that's what I got. That's what I got for you, Prob. I hope that resonated. And I know it's kind of about the future, and I know this may not be the most ideal thing maybe you wanted to hear. But I hope it helps. I hope it helps maybe give you some clarity, some things to think about, and yeah, I hope it resonated, truly. Yeah, it just feels very iffy. Oh, wait, actually, before I end your reading, Prob, I guess I could pull some hidden truth oracles if you want me to. I've been pulling these for people. We can kind of see if like we get any messages from him inside herself with this, if you want. Let me sip some water though. That was a lot of yapping. Are you still there, Prob? I don't know, I haven't seen the chat move in a while, so I'm like hoping it's not a me problem. Okay, well, I'm gonna pull these these last maybe two cards, one or two cards, to see if we have any last messages from Richard. Sometimes though, I know people have things going on, so I know not everyone can always be actively in the chat, but Okay, do we have any last messages from Richard's higher self that we can know about the prob here? Gosh, I just love shuffling this. It's a very nice deck to shuffle. What last messages do we got for Prob about this? I love you. That's crazy. And what's the second card, Spirit? I'm so attracted to you. I want to pull one more. And I'll give some insight about these cards real quick. And then we have the bottom of the deck. We have I am becoming a better person. So these are very loving. That's crazy. I love you unconditionally. I'm so attracted to you. I love you. So I'm not gonna lie. What this feels like to me, Prob, is I don't know how authentic these words are. Like, I don't know. It kind of feels like, what's the phrase? Like love bombing? Like, that's why I think they're telling you to use your head. Because, like, I don't know, maybe maybe in the future it turns into a thing where he's telling you these things. These nice things. But it's like, you're not in a relationship, you never confirm it, but he tells you these nice things, and it's just like... But it's like the actual relationship isn't confirmed, and it's just like him... Yeah, I don't know, just trying to like gas you up, I guess. That's kind of what I'm getting. That's the vibe I'm getting with these, unfortunately. Like, it just feels like... And not to say that maybe there isn't like actual care towards you or anything, but it feels like he might tell you things that you want to hear, but like... It's just that it's more so like things that you just want to hear, but it doesn't necessarily mean this will become like... It feels deceptive. It feels deceptive, you know? That's what these feel like to me. And that's why, again, like, this is your advice, is like use your head more than your heart here until you see actual proof that these things are true, and especially in your conversations, because it's like, oh, he might say these things or compliment you, maybe not so directly, but like might compliment you or whatever, but it's like the actual connection like doesn't actually, like, it just remains in this like weird situationship state. So I think that's what they're kind of warning you of. So yeah, use your head, be logical. I know sometimes it's easy to fall into our heart with that stuff, and like, not that we can't, but I don't know, this feels deceptive to me. That's the vibe I'm getting, so yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna end your reading, Prob. I hope that resonated. Thank you again for supporting me, you're so sweet. Yeah, I hope this resonated. I know it may not be what you have wanted to hear, but that's what I got for you. You can rewatch anytime on my YouTube channel. I'll be putting the timestamps in the comments below when stream's over. But yeah, okay. I think I could do at least one more freebie if anyone wants a freebie. Otherwise, I might just end stream, since I know it seems like things are slowing down. I'm also tired. I've been streaming a while. So if no one else wants a freebie, speak now. Speak now if you want a free reading. Otherwise, I might just end stream, which is okay too. But yeah. feel free to put your questions in the chat for the free readings. I choose the freebies randomly, so it's possible you may not get one. And I think I'll do maybe just one more freebie. But I also do have the option to donate to my Ko-fi if you want a guaranteed reading during stream. You also get more cards. And also, yeah, even though I'm doing one more freebie, you are welcome to donate anytime. To my Ko-fi. And yeah, I need to sip some more water. My gosh, have I been yapping. Oh, and yeah, here, you can have a Fairy Wink Wonk fracture. There you go. But yeah, if anyone has a question, you can put it in the chat. But if no one else has any more questions, might just end stream. So I'll give it a minute. Or you can feel free to donate. But yeah, I've been really loving... So far, I really like using these. These are fun. I'm gonna try to use them as often as I can. May I get a general B reading? Yeah, I don't really do the spreads here though. Like, I can do that spread, but that's the situation obstacle advice card, right, Fractured? That's what you're wanting? Situation obstacle advice? As you can see during this stream, I don't really deal with the spreads for the vertical streams. I just kind of go with what fits the reading. And I'm assuming you just want it to be like just general? Like no focusing, not focusing on anything specific? Yeah, I can do that. I can still do that spread for you. I just mean like... I just, for the vertical streams, I'm just having people ask questions and I just do whatever feels right in the moment. But yeah, since you know me from my Twitch and know that spread, then I'm happy to do it for you. It just like, it adds another step and I try to make the vertical streams as simple as possible, you know? Okay, let's get your timestamp. Okay. So, your timestamp is 2 hours, 6 minutes, and 33 seconds. So yeah, you can rewatch this reading anytime. Here on my YouTube, I'll put the timestamp in the comments below when stream is over. Do what is best for this situation. Well, you just want a general reading, so I'll just pull for that. Fractured Psyche 206. So I've been streaming for 5 hours since I streamed 3 hours on Twitch. That's crazy. Yeah, I am feeling tired. You might be able to tell a little bit, but okay. I asked my spirit guides and the spirit guides of Fractured Psyche. What do they need to hear today, please? Yeah, let's do the spread you wanted, since yeah, that's what you had in mind. So, what do they need to know? Ugh. What's the situation card? Oh wow, that was crazy. That I've never had a card fall out like that. That was crazy. I wish I could describe to you. It like flew out when I separated my deck like that. It was crazy. Okay, what's the obstacle? And what is the advice? Okay, cards flying everywhere. Okay. So, for your situation card, we have the King of Swords in reverse. For your obstacle, we have the Ace of Wands. And for your advice, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so the King of Swords, I feel like he's come up a lot today, huh? The kings, they are the leaders, they are the masters of their suit, you know. The kings are fire energy in general, but swords is air, so it's like air and fire, right? Ooh, maybe there's a need for you to express more what you want in your life, what you want to do. I don't know if maybe this involves other people, or even if this is just between yourself. Like, there's a need to express yourself more. Well, yeah, see, it talks about communication though, like, you know, the King of Swords is someone who is able to communicate very directly what he needs, what he wants. He's a protector, good at setting boundaries, good at expressing those things. So I don't know, maybe boundaries is a specific thing that comes up. Oh, and by the way, please take whatever resonates and leave what doesn't. If something doesn't resonate, feel free to ignore it. I'll just channel messages and do my thing. I am also feeling a little tired, so I'm doing my best. But yeah, I think there's a need for you to express yourself in some way. Some part of your life. Maybe this is general, maybe there's something more specific here. That's kind of up to you to see how that resonates, but It could also be even in your own mind, because like the Ace of Wands upright talks about new opportunities of change, of action being presented to us, and us literally taking hold of it and taking action towards that, right? Like that's the Wands energy, like, you know, it's fire. But since it's reverse, there's kind of almost like both physically, like you're not taking action, and also like mentally or even like speaking out, like there's something about you holding yourself back. So where are you holding yourself back in your life? You know, maybe it has to do with your thoughts, your mind, maybe your communication with others. I saw that tap. I saw that. Oh, that's another thing I'm getting. Maybe like, I don't know, maybe in some relationships in your life even, or like it could literally be so many things. It could be like relationships with others, it could be your work, it could be, yeah, like you can't, yeah, okay, that's what this is. You can't receive the things, you can't get the things you want if you aren't speaking up about it in some way, if you are expressing what you need, what you desire. Maybe you need to ask for help more. Maybe you like to do things all on your own. That's one example, asking for help. But it could also be like, yeah, anything that involves like expressing what you need to other people, whether that's in your personal life, whether that's in your work life. I think there's a lot of things waiting for you, like a lot of opportunities waiting for you, but because you kind of just remain almost stagnant, like with yourself. I'm getting a lot of like internal things with this. Because of that, like you're not able to receive or reach those things or even have those paths open up to you. So I think that's definitely, there's a lot of things there to reflect about. You know, if a lot of this isn't making sense in the moment, this feels like one of those readings that might be good to come back to and kind of see how you feel about it, you know, if you want. Now your advice being the 8 of Coins. This is a very hard-working energy. 8 of Coins is go, 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 go. I only have so much time, especially like in the physical world. You know, the coins talks about our environment, the physical world. It talks about, it's related to money, our career, just things in general. Oh, maybe like, I don't know if you are working really hard and there's a need for you to slow down, or there's a need for you to kind of oh, maybe focus and find what you really want. Because it's like, how are you supposed to, okay, all of these kind of work together. How are you supposed to like express what you want if maybe you don't know what you want? Maybe that's one interpretation I'm getting. Maybe you're unsure of like what you want with certain things in your life. So once you figure that out, then you have to work on expressing it. And then you have to work on doing and receiving it. Huh, that's crazy how that lines up, huh? So yeah, your advice is to figure out what direction you want to head in your life. Maybe this is talking about something specific. I don't know if there's maybe a hobby, a project, work. If anything comes to mind with this of like something you want to work on or need to figure out, some sort of like pointer direction in your life. Once you figure that out and have clarity with it, then you need to express it. And go out there and do and receive. It's like a, what I hear in my head, 3-step program. You figure out what you want, you say what you want, and then you do it. You experience it. That's only possible Oh, I just heard in my head, take the time for yourself. Like, I don't know if you're really busy doing a lot of things, a lot of responsibilities and stuff. Like, I don't know if maybe you lack time for yourself or haven't spent too much time on yourself and like what you actually want. Maybe you do things for others a lot. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. Like, that's funny. In simple terms, it's like, yeah, figure out what you want, focus on it, then figure out how to express this into the world, because it doesn't always necessarily have to be like telling other people, but figure out how to express this desires and what you want and boundaries and things that you want into the world. That way you can actually take action and experience it. Yeah, I like that message. I like how it was like, it's like 1, 2, 3. That's funny. Yeah. I think that's what I got for you, Fractured Psyche. I hope that resonated. I hope it did. And yeah, I hope you found it helpful. Hope you found some messages here that gave you some good guidance and such, but yeah, you can rewatch this reading anytime here on my YouTube. I'll be putting a timestamp in the comments below when stream is over. Oh my gosh, my stomach's rumbling. I am hungry for dinner. I am hungry. But yeah, I really do hope that resonated. And I'm wishing the best for you moving forward. Okay. Unless anyone wants to do any last minute donation readings, I'll probably end it here. So if you are planning to do a last minute donation, please tell me so I don't accidentally end it on you. But otherwise, yeah. Also, I know, Lyra, I've seen the group chat, or I haven't seen it yet, but I'll have to look later. I'm excited. I don't know what happened, but I'm sure it's a lot. It did. Okay, good. Truly, it makes me so happy when you guys tell me, because like a lot of times I'm just sitting here rambling with my messages and I'm just like, I really hope this means something. But honestly, I would say I have like a 90% accuracy rate. So yeah, I'm glad. I hope it helped you. And you can rewatch anytime. Oh my gosh, my stomach's rumbling again. I don't know if it's picking up in the mic. I hope not. I hope not, but yeah, I think we're gonna end it there, guys. It was a good tarot day. I streamed 3 hours on Twitch and now 2 hours on YouTube. I'm tired and hungry, so I'm gonna go get some food. Thank you, Tapini. Thank you for being here like the whole time. It means a lot to me that you stayed. Like, please make sure you take care of yourself, get some rest as well. It means a lot. You were very helpful. Very helpful. And Tapini's a great mod and a great friend. It's true. But yeah. I think we're gonna end it there, guys. Thank you for joining me. I'll try to go live again on YouTube later this week if I have the time and energy for it. I'm gonna try. But yeah, if you guys haven't already joined my Discord, you're welcome to join. Well, I think we're gonna delete the link soon anyways after stream, so it's fine, we can post it again another time. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Check out my Ko-fi for private tarot readings or candle spells. I do those for people as well if you want candle spell. Also art commissions there as well. But yeah, I'm tired and hungry, so I'm gonna go now. Thank you guys for a lovely stream and for hanging out with me today. It's been nice. And I'll talk to you guys later.